Welcome to PRAJNA Sparks, with a sparks moment to respond to things of the day. You may have noticed that the United States just had a presidential election last week, and that the winner was Donald Trump. This has caused any number of different reactions among voters and non-voters in the U.S., as well as citizens of the world beyond the U.S. borders. What we'd like to introduce today is the idea of a bardo, an interval, phase, threshold, or interlude. In this moment where many people are undergoing any number of different emotions, from anger, anxiety, fear, or possibly even relief, hope, and contentment, it is good to note that actually the underpinnings of all those flavors of emotion have their roots in uncertainty, simply not knowing, and responding to that not knowing. This bardo of the time after the presidential election can introduce us to our mind, the characteristic ways it responds, and to the simple fact that, yes, this too is another phase, another interval, another threshold between one thing and another, where the other is something we do not know. Certainly, the content of these intervals, these interludes, can vary greatly, and some, such as this one, signal very important shifts in society and what we hope for ourselves and others. Nevertheless, if we go back to basics, we find that there's nothing new to do that we haven't already been doing. We still look to the impetus for our actions, the force that drives us to undertake any particular activity. We look to what is our habitual stance, to what are we habituated, and what are we familiarizing ourselves with. Strengthening habitual reactions such as anxiety or fear or even groundless hope? Or do we want to familiarize ourselves with heart qualities that are aligned with the true nature of mind, such as kindness, compassion, wisdom, and so forth? In this way, we can find that by choosing to act in wholesome ways, we plant seeds that are likely to continue this process of behaving and responding in ways that feel beneficial for ourselves and others, whereas refraining from negativity and just allowing the energy of any emotions, however uncomfortable they may feel, to spend themselves, frees us to choose to act in accord with our aspirations. The force of yearning for the highest good for ourselves and others. What this does is it allows us, it recognizes a time to heal from the sometimes shattering effects of conflicting emotions such as anger, fear, anxiety, and even things like contentment and hope when there's nothing that is actually holding them up. Rather, this allows us to honor the forces that come forward in us, to allow them to be without repressing them and without acting out, and instead bringing some clarity, openness, and a measure of wisdom to choosing how we act. I promise you, when we act out of those spaces, openness, clarity, and the aspiration to know what is wise, our actions align with what is best for us and others. They permit us to be more powerful, more engaged, and more connected with our hearts, other beings in the world, and the environment itself. We hope this Sparks moment sparks for you some new ways to contemplate how to be, how to navigate, and how to move forward in this life when such an obvious moment of uncertainty has presented itself.
Welcome to the Sparks Moments meditation. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are, come to the present moment awareness. Seize on the fierce determination to engage in dharma practice right here, right now, for the benefit of ourselves and others. Ground yourself in non-reactivity, watching the flow of moments of mind, heart, emotion. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? Nothing's off limits. Nothing's right or wrong. Simply become acutely aware of your feeling here and now, again and again, moment after moment. Recognizing these feelings as simply mind's energy, expressing in relation to causes and conditions, themselves constantly changing and falling away. Can I let go of the need to stop, follow after, or change them? Can I let them be? Rest in this expansive ease of being, not needing to do. Rest in this flow. Alternating effort and resting. Train like this. When you're ready to move on, to dedicate the goodness that has come.